Now when you have decided and there is no choice that we have to send the child to a preschool or a nursery school, at that point of time, it's very common for the child to get anxiety pangs. So this becomes a very, very common thing which we call as separation anxiety. So now it becomes your job to decrease the child's anxiety and not to add to the anxiety of the child, because a lot of times we see that the child is getting anxious and the parent is getting even more anxious. So if when the child, a lot of times we have seen, say at least I say about 20-30% of the kids, when they end up going on day 1 or week 1 to a preschool, you will see them being pulled apart by the teachers and howling away, saying don't want to go here, because the child doesn't know what's inside there. The child for some reason gets insecure and thinks mom is leaving me or dad is leaving me somewhere and they're not going to come to pick me back. It's only after a few days they understand that I'm being left, I'm doing something over here, I may be having fun, enjoying with my friends. Allow the child to settle in a little bit, and the child also gets this clearly that I'm going back home. My mom is not throwing me somewhere. That is what is separation anxiety. So you don't need to get worried about it. Every child is different. So some children might react a little more aggressively or a little more in a disappointed way or more sadly, or they may be weeping a lot more. It may be a little more personalized, but don't worry about it. Don't add to the child's anxiety and say, oh God, what's going to happen to my child? So whatever you do as a parent, that's going to transcend down onto your child. So make sure you're firm and say, it's okay darling, you're going here to have some fun and you're going to meet a lot of friends. So you have to keep making the child a lot more comfortable. Sometimes, if you know that your child might have a hard time, you could already, in the preschool identify a couple of kids who your child may already be knowing. Sometimes people in the vicinity are going to the same school, You could always say that, you're going to go with this X person and he's also going and she's also going to this school. So the child automatically gets some amount of comfort.